Hi, this headsail behind me is 12 years old and it's showing some signs of wear and tear. It's from our Pearson Rhodes 41 and it's a 150 Genoa. It's roller furling, so it has a sun cover sewn in to the foot and to the leech. And that cover and the tape associated with that cover on the edge of the sail is wearing out and it's pretty stained. It's a white sail cover. So I think it's time for us to replace it, and hopefully by doing that we'll be able to extend the life of the sail another few years, because these are pretty expensive. I think it was like a $4,000 sail. So let's get started. We measured the existing sail cover's dimensions and ordered new materials from sailrite.com. We've got a 54-inch wide roll of adhesive-backed sun cover. It's white. We've got a roll of 5-inch wide tape to do the edges. And to help us stitch the edges in, because this is not adhesive backed, we've got some double-sided tape just to hold it in place to let us run the sail through the machine. This is a Sailrite Ultra Feed LSC1, does the zigzag stitch, and we have a seam ripper that will help us get the old sun cover off. Good pair of scissors, because I think in a few spots we're going to leave the stitching in place. We'll just try to get as much of the old cover off as possible. At the tack, head, and here at the clew of the sail, there are stitches which should be retained. These stitches pass through multiple layers of sailcloth and are necessary to support concentrated loads at the sail's corners. Other stitches here will be saved because they relate to the sail's leech and foot cords and how they are adjusted. We're starting to take the foot tape off, and what you can see here, I've gotten some of the stitches off and pulled it away. The tape is actually doubled back on itself for the last 6 inches or so, and then there's another piece of tape here that goes past it. So you've got the seam ripper, you just stick it in, run it down the seam, and then we can go back on the opposite side, and it just sort of pulls open. This tape's in pretty bad shape. Gets a lot of wear rubbing against the shrouds. The original cover was not adhesive backed or otherwise applied with adhesive. As soon as the stitches are ripped, the old cloth is easily removed. Using tweezers, I perform the tedious task of removing the remnants of each ripped stitch. Again, we cut away the cover in order to save load-bearing stitches here at the tack. This triangular panel of sun cover was cut to fit the clew. Backing paper is peeled off only a few inches at a time. Work slowly to not trap air pockets under this new layer as it is adhered to the sail. Here's the first new panel at the sail's foot. I cut the new cover slightly larger than the original in order to offset the stitch holes by ½ an inch. It was cut to its final size before removing the backing paper and applying it. That seemed like a good method, but after a few iterations, I found it to be fussy and changed my entire approach for the Leech, which you'll see later. We are fortunate to have a 30-foot long carpeted room to work in, but this big sail was still a lot to manage. Rolling out the next panel and needlessly fussing over its dimensions. measuring the aft edge and tracing the bottom edge. Here I'm cutting the bottom edge as accurately as possible. Once the first two edges of this panel were cut, I taped it in place in order to mark out the top edge. And here I'm removing the panel in order to cut its top edge. Here we begin to fix this panel, working out from one corner. Once it's halfway down, I realize it's out of alignment. So it was peeled back up and another attempt was made. This is another downside of cutting the panels to size before setting them down. It leaves little margin for error. Repositioning the sail for the next panel. You can see how most of the sail remains flaked, with the foot still accessible. Note the foot's blue trim line. We'll have to feed this back into the sail once our work is complete. Here's the next panel, and I'm proceeding with the same fussy steps as before. The last panel of the foot, which was cut from the scrap of cloth left over from the Clues triangle. I've cut two arcs for either side of the tack. They are mirror images of each other and extend a ½ inch beyond the original stitching. Now for the other side. It's easy to incorporate air pockets under the new cloth at these stiff, reinforced corners of the sail. Although this video is sped up, you should remember to work methodically. The foot panels are complete, so it's time to move on to the Leech. After some wrangling, I've begun working up the Leech toward the head. Let me show you a better way of applying the new panels. First, lay the roll in position, making sure each edge overlaps every old stitch by an inch or two. Then it gets taped in place and stuck into position, without any further measuring or cutting. As it is applied, use a sharp razor blade to trim it along the edge of the sail, and, as before, apply the cloth only a few inches at a time. This method is better because it accommodates any stretching that sometimes occurs when the new cloth is applied. Remember, the cloth is flat and the sail has a belly. If panels are pre-cut, their edges often don't line up. Now that the panel is stuck, I mark a line for the inner edge and cut off the excess with a razor. This is far less fussy and actually seems to generate less waste than before. If you're a belts and suspenders type of skipper, like me, you'll want to stitch down all the edges of the new cover. I set my sewing machine on an aluminum cooking tray in order to slide it around and make the big sail stationary. Having a huge table and working upright like a gentleman would be nice, but this works. It takes some effort to manage the sail. Keep it flaked and flat so it can be folded and organized to pass through the sewing machine's arm. It also takes some coordination to feed the sail through the machine. Sometimes that means sliding the machine or keeping some slack in the sail. I worked incrementally and, when stopping to adjust, I plunged the needle down by hand. This holds the machine in position until you're ready to start sewing again.
the end of a run, always lock the stitch by reversing a few times. There's my first stitch. It's not pretty, but it'll hold, and the appearance gradually improved as I kept working. Here, it's easy to see why, without extra hands, it's probably best to slide the sewing machine along the stationary sail, rather than to move the sail through a stationary sewing machine. Now it's time to install new sail tape along the foot and leech edges. I pre-folded a crease to the middle of the tape, then applied double-sided adhesive tape along its edges. I'm frugal, so I cut 1-inch long strips and placed them every 8 inches or so, rather than using a continuous strip. In either case, it makes it a lot easier to sew. Because we're sewing through a lot of adhesive, it may become necessary to periodically clean the needle. I used acetone. Depending on the width of your edge tape, it may be possible to order it pre-creased. I opted for a 5-inch wide tape in order to offset the old and new stitches by half an inch. Make it through all these contortions to operate the machine, and you can skip this week's yoga class. Here, at the clue, we'll double back the end of the tape, taking care to avoid the leech and footboard adjustment panels. I used an electrician's tool, known as a fishing tape, to pull the leech and footboards back through the sail. Since my leech is 42 feet long, I had to stretch it out in a different part of our basement. Here comes the leech cord, and I'll tie it back to its adjustment panel. All that's left for me is to flake, fold, and bag this head sail. I hope this video encourages you to DIY a similar project, save some money, and above all, increase the comfort level when it comes to your own sailing gear. Because who really wants to spend $4,000 on a new sail before it's absolutely necessary? Certainly not this guy. I'm hardly a professional sailmaker, so if any of you have any other useful tips to share, please add a comment below.